everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
One sec. I think it's... Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Is it working?
I think it's working, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's already halfway through the day, and I feel like I have a couple more things to do, but we're getting there. I'm happy. I was like looking all day for this, so.
Me too. I've been sitting like beside me. I've got a big like reading chair. I've been sitting there trying to like relax and stuff and get myself in the mood to write.
Oh, I totally feel that.
And like for whatever reason, I chose to read Catherine House, which is like one of the most messed up books I've ever read in my life. So like my mind is just.
Oh my gosh, wait. Why is it messed up? I don't think I've ever heard anything about it before.
It's a dark academia, like weird, unconventional boarding school kind of story. It's gothic horror. It's like, it's just weird as all hell. Like it's very culty. It's very like.
Wait, I kind of want to like read it. That sounds interesting.
It's good. I'm enjoying it, but it's weird.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what was the name again?
Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Here.
Okay, I'll write that down. Hold on. I'm like fumbling. I'm so sorry. I'm like trying to like plug my chargers in.
Oh, it's all good. My computer won't connect to the internet, so I have to use my data on my phone or else I'd be on my desktop. So like thankfully Scrivener doesn't need the internet for me to be able to write, but
True, exactly. Well, you just unfroze. You were frozen for a bit, but I can see you now.
I just go straight to data and just like try and pretend my Wi-Fi doesn't mess up.
I hope it will be good. See, I'd rather it be you than me because you're hosting, but if it was me, I would feel so bad.
Oh, I feel horrible. Like it's so like frustrating. I've been trying to talk to like my landlord because its internet is included in our rent and stuff, and in the last few weeks it's just been so spotty.
Oh, they're trying to be cheap with that then, because if it's like free, they're like, well, let me not make it good. It's like, you can't do that.
Yeah, they're trying to like call the company. I'm in Canada, and basically all of our internet providers are like monopolized by two main companies. There's Bell and then there's Rogers. And like every other internet company is owned by one of those two. So like it's messed up. So
I didn't know you were Canadian. I don't know why I always assume my followers are American. I think it's like the self-centeredness of like my country.
It's all good. I like get so excited when I meet another Canadian because like so much content that I see and is like sent to me through the algorithm and stuff is all American.
Yeah.
So when I get into another Canadian, I'm like, oh my god, there's another one of me here.
I love Canadians. My cousins actually live in Quebecois, so I visit there. Yeah.
Exciting. I've been to Montreal once for 24 hours for a Zed concert. I took a 6-hour bus ride.
Oh my gosh, that's commitment.
When I was like 18, my friend was just like, hey, you want to go to this concert with me in 2 weeks? I've got everything arranged and everything. You just kind of have to show up. I'm like, okay.
No, see, honestly, spontaneous trips are like the best trips because like, I don't know, there's no like expectations. So like everything is just great.
Oh, hello. We've got a couple people starting to join now. Oh, this is so exciting.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So again, like I'm learning how to do this, but I've got a couple banners like ready to go. So it'll just like run along the bottom saying when we're sprinting until.
Okay.
So that people in other time zones, we can just be like, hey, if it's like, say, for example, it's 4:05 now, I could say we're sprinting until 4:30, until like the 30 mark. So
yeah.
Like a 25-minute sprint, that kind of thing. We can do that.
No, I think that would be good.
Because let me see if I can try and get a timer. set up here that might work.
I've always wanted to be on these like live sprints, and I'm so happy that I'm doing this.
Me too. It's so exciting. Let me just get back to here. Let me see. I'm going to test this out. Oh, I froze for a minute, I think. Let's see.
Ooh, I think something worked.
I'm testing out the layouts and stuff. Yeah, so since I'm on my phone, I can't share my screen, so we'll have to use the banners. Because if I was on my desktop, I could just share my screen and have a timer, like a Google timer on a different what are they called? Tab.
Yeah. But the thingy with Bob.
the whatever. When did you want to start actually sprinting? Are you like ready to go, or did you still have a couple more things you wanted to do?
I've been preparing all day, so like I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Or we can take a minute if you need to. I have to read it.
I think I'm good. I've got like 3 drinks surrounding me. I've got a candle going.
Me too. I literally filled up my water cup. I have kombucha just in case I want it. I was like, let me just get everything.
I have a cup of iced coffee that's bigger than my head that I've been working on like all morning.
Are you not going to get jittery tonight?
Oh no, caffeine. So hilarious story. My nanny, my grandmother on my mom's side, she's Irish. Like my whole mom's side is Irish. I think I remember telling you that.
Yeah, you did.
She used to put tea in my bottle as a baby because like she did it with all her kids too. It's just a thing.
Oh, I love that. That's kind of funny.
And she'd make it as strong as she used to drink it. So it was super strong black tea with a ton of sugar and milk to make me like it. I don't take sugar now because I can't stand it, but I've been completely desensitized to caffeine. Like caffeine has no effect on me. I could drink a pot of coffee and go to sleep.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's.
And like I have a tattoo of a teacup here that you can't quite see.
Oh, also somebody said hello. Hello, Morgan.
Yeah, hello. I think more people are slowly starting to come in, so
yeah.
Super exciting. Excited to have everybody here. Gonna make some progress on our writing projects.
Oh yeah, we can say what we're doing. Oh, yes, what you just said, yeah. You can go first.
So I'm working on my new work in progress, my new YA fantasy novel. It is a Shakespeare retelling. That is about as much as I am saying about it. I'll say that it is a retelling of Hamlet because that's my favorite.
I literally, Ophelia got dropped on Netflix, the retelling of that. I want to see that this weekend.
I can't wait. I think it's the one with Daisy Ridley and Dan Stevens, right? Like,
yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm so excited. I think Tom Felton's in it too.
Is he?
No, same. And like mine is kind of like gender bent, and it's based in like a YA fantasy world, so it's very loosely inspired, but like a lot of the main themes and stuff like that are in it. I'm obsessed with Hamlet, so I'm pumped. I have a tattoo on my ribs that's a Hamlet tattoo.
Are you serious? That's crazy. Yeah, I read Hamlet in high school. I really liked it. I wish I was smart enough to read Shakespeare. I like the stories. They're always interesting. But
Shakespeare's not meant to be read. It's meant to be performed and watched live. It's not written like a book, right? So that's where I think a lot of people struggle, especially with the language and stuff, because if you're listening to it from somebody who knows how to perform it, it's a whole different thing. Oh, Morgan's writing a Shakespeare retelling too. Oh, that's so exciting. I would read all of them.
No, I love retelling stories. I know one of my favorite book YouTubers, or my past one, was Alexa Dunn, and I think she did a retelling. I forgot which retelling it was, but I heard that like got a lot of popularity. I kind of want to watch it or read it.
I think the author of These Violent Delights is really popular on TikTok. Her name's Chloe Gong, and hers was the Romeo and Juliet retelling that I just read last month, and I really enjoyed.
I could watch Romeo and Juliet like any version like 50 million times. I'm obsessed with that movie and story.
The one Hamlet performance I always recommend is the Royal Shakespeare Company's movie version of it with David Tennant and Patrick Stewart.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
David Tennant has just a way with Shakespeare. He knows how to perform it so well. He's been a part of the Shakespeare Company since he was like 20. He did Romeo and Juliet 30 years ago or so.
Wow.
And he gets it, and he knows how to perform it in a way that makes it easy to like comprehend to people who don't recognize the language.
I have to
And
check.
it's beautiful. I have it on DVD. I bought it on Amazon, and it took like 3 months to get to me because it was like not a hugely popular. Like they just recorded them doing the play basically, and like they were in one room. It was like cinematically shot and stuff, but it was really well done.
Yeah.
And like again, I'm just obsessed. So like mine's gender bent. So like my my protagonist is a like 18-year-old girl, and like my version of Ophelia is like everything I wanted for Ophelia because she was done so dirty in the play. I'm just like giving her everything she deserves.
Yeah, no, she's one of my favorite. She's always been one of my favorite characters. And I feel like a lot of people, when they either retell it or they talk about it, just like kind of mark her off as like some hysterical girl and completely undermine her importance into the story. And like, I don't know. I just don't like, I agree with you. They do her so dirty. So
She deserves so much better.
always.
What are you working on?
Well, I told you a little bit, but I finished my YA coming of age, but I went through the whole query. I went through the whole, like, I finished this last year, and I went through the whole query stage up until February, and I got a few partials, but I didn't get any fulls or, like, deals or anything, obviously. So I'm thinking of switching up my writing style to something more authentic. So usually I wanted to do something different, so I wrote it in third person, but I think I'm just going to go back to my quote unquote roots and just write in first person and see what I can do with that. But yeah, my book is a YA coming of age. It's kind of dark, but it's not dark, but it deals with like mental illness because I'm a psych major, want to be a therapist, so I'm really interested in like mental disorders and everything like that. But yeah, but it ends on a happy note. Yeah.
So, we love a happy ending.
Yeah.
And also it's going to be so authentic, especially if you're actually studying the material, like you know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not going to be like a stupid issue book. There's also kind of like I don't know what to call it. There's not realism. What's the opposite? No, I don't know what to call it, but when I find the word, there's also some like hints of supernatural stuff, but it's not. I'll find a better way to explain it later. I'm just kind of nervous. So
yeah. I love like paranormal kind of I think when you say like realism, maybe like what do you mean like magical realism? Like
yeah, I think that's what I was trying to get at, but I didn't want to miscategorize it. So I kind of just like, you know.
I mean, we're all guessing here.
No, true. I think I'm kind of just scared of some professionals because if you like say something slightly wrong, people are just like, that's wrong. And I'm like, I'm just.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like people get very excited about categories and like, but some things just can't be categorized properly, I don't think.
Exactly. Also,
or, like some things fit in between.
No, right? Especially when you're like choosing one genre when you're querying, that's like the hard part. But someone said Alexa did a Jane Eyre retelling. Elena. That's true. That's what I was talking about.
That's exciting. Who's like Alexa?
Yeah, Alexa Dunn's like she's like a prominent. You know her, right? She's like a prominent figure on BookTube. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I love Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is fantastic as well.
She is. I also like Jane Austen.
Hmm?
Jane Austen. Sorry.
Oh yeah, another literary tattoo is a quote from Pride and Prejudice.
I love that. One of my books and movies.
My Pride and Prejudice tattoo is I should infinitely prefer a book. Mary says it at one point when the Lydia and I think it's Mary are like wanting to go hang out and watch the soldiers in town, and Mary's just sitting at the piano and she just could not be less interested. She's like, yeah, no, good. I'd rather read a book.
I love that about her.
And my Hamlet tattoo is when Hamlet's pretending to be mad and he's like yelling at Ophelia. One of his letters that he wrote her, I got like the first poem in the letter tattooed. So like the poem says, doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth be a liar, but never doubt I love. And I got doubt thou the stars are fire on my ribs.
That's so nice.
It's one of the things that I'm going to keep in like and do it as like an epigraph or something like that. Like I'm gonna keep that quote because it means so much.
No, I know, me too. I feel like we should get started because I feel
we probably should. It's about 4:15 now. So if we start one now, we can go. How long did you want to sprint for the first time?
Do you want to do like a short one, like a 15-minute one or something?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I just dropped my kombucha on my laptop. Hold up.
Oh
no! It's okay. It's not a lot. I caught it. I'm really clumsy.
So am I. I get it. Okay, so let's do sprinting until 4:30.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
Is everybody ready to go?
I have a towel here.
Okay, I got the banner going. We can do this. We can do live sprints, having never done it before.
Yeah, we totally have that.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute just so that I don't distract anybody in the chat until we hit 4:30, and then we can come back and discuss.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. I don't know about you, but that felt really, really quick.
No, it literally felt so quick. Like I felt like we just started and we started again. Sorry.
I didn't set an alarm and I just happened to look up and I'm like, oh, okay, we're done.
I know. I think a part of it too, I was trying to daydream because I was like getting. Do you ever like, if you lose, like sometimes when I write, it's so easy to come out. But then other times, I kind of have to like daydream the scenes that I want
Mm-hmm.
and then just write random words and then like come back and edit it and like another day because it's not coming out the way that I want it to.
100%. Do you outline? Like, are you an outliner? Are you planner, according to Nanowrimo's lingo, or are you a pantser?
I'd say I'm a bit of both. I adopted planning with this book. I think I had a lot of it planned out. What about you?
I'm definitely a planner, but I struggle because I have so many outlines, and then I think I have a problem with my outlining strategy because like half the time I'm just describing the vibe and like not as much of what's going on, and then I'm like, I have to make things happen. It can't just be like pretty. I have to actually put events in here.
See, I have the opposite problem. I always have like events ready. It's just like I think what I have a problem, what's it called? It's called the white room syndrome. I always try to often avoid that because
Yeah.
I'll like have everything like ready, but I have to like get the vibe going, you know?
I'll sometimes get into a rhythm where I'm just going through describing stuff and then I realize it's been like a couple hundred words and nobody said a word or nobody has
Okay.
like moved from their spot.
I think that's like a challenge that comes when you like reading literary books or like classical books because I literally saw this meme today. It was like me trying to read a classical book, but the author spends like 800 words describing her butt and like on her dress. Like
That's funny. And like that's funny because like I don't read that many classics, to be perfectly honest. Um I think it's a problem because I'm so focused on world building
yeah.
since I'm writing fantasy. And I'm so focused on making sure everybody's aware of what this place is like that I struggle to I don't know, make sure the plot's there. Morgan just said she got some outlining done, working on a fantasy sequel. Now I want to switch to Shakespeare retelling. Do it.
You should do it. We love switching through books. I actually have, I don't know when I'm gonna get time to write them, but I think I have all summer to do that. But I actually haven't. I'm outlining a YA fantasy. I'm almost done world building on that, so I'd have to start writing. And I started writing my Harry Potter fan fiction, but like I don't know if I even want to do it because I'm like I don't have enough time for it. But I think the idea is so good. Like I'm obsessed with it.
I haven't written fan fiction, I think, since I was like 15. And I'm
No,
26.
same. Oh, you're 26. Well,
Yeah.
I'm 21. So like it's been I haven't written fan fiction since I was 14. So it's like kind of like a similar age gap. Yeah.
I was one of those poor unfortunate children that went through a wild Twilight phase.
Me too. Okay, I don't think it's unfortunate though because she's still kind of here.
She lives deep down and I will never forget her.
Yeah.
But she's definitely moved on in terms of her love of Twilight. I definitely like watch it for like the shits and giggles now. Like I can barely make my way through the movie anymore.
Oh yeah, there's like lots of skippings.
Oh, it's so funny, but like I haven't written fan fiction since then, and like it was weird ass fan fiction. I don't even think I have access to my account anymore because I don't have that email anymore because it was like my first ever email, like Hotmail account from when I was 12.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we all had that.
Oh yeah.
I had an AOL account. I was an AOL girl.
I just signed up for Wattpad because there are a few different people that I want to follow their Wattpad stories, and like I was never a Wattpad person when it first started. I was more a AO3 like Archive of Our Own.
Yeah.
I moved on to that. I moved on to Doctor Who fan fiction when I was like 18.
Oh, I love that.
I went through that hyperfixation at that point.
I was a fanfiction.net girl. I even made a video on it on TikTok because I was like, everyone like I never liked Wattpad. I thought Wattpad had the ugliest server. The only good function about Wattpad is you could like comment on like individual things, and it's like funny to see other people's comments. But Other than that, there's like it's like saturated over there, so there's a lot of bad fan fictions.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
No, but during that sprint, I wrote 494 words.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see how many I wrote. 493. That's a lot.
I use Scrivener, so I keep my they've got project targets that you have, so you can set like your manuscript target in terms of words, and like set yourself a deadline and how many words you want to write per page. So it'll show you your manuscript word count and your session word count, and it's very satisfying to my like ADHD brain because it goes bright green once you've hit your goal for the day, and I'm like, satisfaction.
Oh, I love that. It's like
Morgan still has her AOL account. Amazing.
yeah, I think I logged into it one day, but then I forgot the password, so it's like forever gone. Like after trying for so long, I got in and then it's gone. But yeah, no. I was gonna say something I forgot. Never mind, keep going.
Sorry.
Oh, it was the thingy. I love checklists. Like those like make me so happy. Like the little rewards.
Do you have a bullet journal?
I don't. I'm not artsy. I have like digital planners. So like yeah.
I cut and paste in this thing. I don't draw. But I made myself a like.
That's so cute. That's so aesthetically pleasing.
I'm obsessed. I have like my old ones too from like April. Yeah, there's my one from April's camp. So like I stopped recording after a while, but
wow, that's so
crazy. Makes in progress. I love my journal so much. But like it's all cutting and pasting. Like it's more of a book journal than anything.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I also can't draw.
I'm like a journaler, but it's not really cute. I try to write it as dark academia as possible, but it doesn't really work.
I love it. Oh, Stephanie.
Congratulations.
70 words in 4 minutes? Good job.
That's pretty good.
That's impressive.
Oh my gosh, I love that. How long should we do the next one? How long does everyone want to do? You guys can comment too.
Does anyone have any preference?
This is fun. I love it.
I'm having a great time.
Me too.
I don't know. Also, can you hear my fan? Is it annoying you at all? Like, is it coming up on the... Okay, fantastic.
I cannot hear it.
I live on a busy street and I'm right next to the window, so like I have to keep it closed or else it's just going to be cars zooming by. That's all you're going to be able to hear. So like my room is starting to get warm and I'm like, fan is...
Oh no. Don't get hot.
I don't have air conditioning, so it's like it's not bad today. It's around 22 degrees. We're in Celsius, so it's like I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think 26 is like 85.
Yeah,
or something like that. But like last summer, at the height of summer, because we're on the second floor, our like internal thermostat is set to Fahrenheit, and it got to 92 inside our apartment last summer because of the humidity.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, when I first moved to Massachusetts, I stayed with my family for a bit, and they didn't have any AC. I'm from Florida, so like you have to have AC there. And it was so hot, but I lived.
Massachusetts, you're not that far from me. I'm in Ontario.
Oh wait, really? Oh my gosh, we're like neighbors.
Cross-border neighbors. We drove through Massachusetts every time we go to our cottage.
Oh, you have a cottage?
Yeah, so like we've got our family cottage. It's my dad's side of the family. He's got 8 siblings, and his parents bought it. They were from Winnipeg, so it's up above Lake Superior, and it's quicker to drive under Lake Superior through the States than it is to go over and around. But it still takes 22 hours for us to get there, and it's in the same province. That tells you how large Ontario is. That
is crazy. That's like such a dramatic trip.
But you could drive to Florida.
No, you literally could. That sounds impossible. Like I don't understand like math or geography, but that sounds like a scam.
It doesn't make sense, right?
No.
But then you think about the fact that Canada is the second largest country in the world, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get
True.
it.
Also, Stephanie's an MA. Oh my god, yay! I live in Boston. Not me exposing where I live, but like it's not that obvious. But
Boston's a large enough city, I think.
Yeah. How do you
like? That was my grade 8 grad trip.
Is it a 3-day round trip for you?
It was it was our grade 8 elementary school graduation, like often the school would plan like a week-long or weekend trip for the grade 8 class, and my grade 8 trip was a trip to Boston, so we drove
I love
Boston for a
that.
weekend.
Yeah, this is my first time. I got into university here like 3 years ago, so that's why I moved here.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool here. The city is cool. The suburbs are boring.
I think that's safe to say in every suburb.
Yeah. No, so true. I think I lived in the suburbs in Florida, but I feel like since it was near the beach, it didn't really feel like so small towny, I feel like.
That's good. I miss the beach. I haven't been to the beach in years.
Yeah.
Our beaches are just the lakes, like the Great Lakes.
I know, but the lakes are so pretty. Canada's really pretty. I think I got my Canada obsession with Anne with the E. So
yeah.
I'm like, I gotta go.
I need to go to the Maritimes because of Anne of Green Gables. Like, it's one of my childhood things is like, I had like a little porcelain doll of Anne of Green Gable, but I've never been further east than New Brunswick, which is just east of Quebec. Like, I haven't been to the actual Maritimes before.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I loved Anne of Green Gables too. Like, I'm actually watching Rain right now, which is a period drama on Netflix. And Megan Follows, who played Anne Shirley in the 1985 or whatever year it was version, is like a main character in there. And it makes my heart so happy.
That's awesome.
Also, Stephanie's in Western Mass. That's so cool. I feel like Western Mass is really pretty because there's a lot of greenery. I love that.
I would love to live near some type of mountain. That'd be amazing. I've got some family in Alberta, so out west, but live near the Rockies, and it's like the like Canadian part of the Rockies. It's so cool.
Also, wait, what did you get in your book haul? I need to know because I was literally telling my mom earlier. I was like, when you hear the word mini, what do you think?
Well, like, I make haul videos on YouTube, but I wait until like months have gone by, so I have like 20 something books because I like budget for books.
Yeah.
But I got a new one today, actually. It came in the mail literally 5 minutes before we started our sprint. But I got Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri, and I'm so excited about this.
Oh, you know a book is good when the cover art's good. I'm like biased. Right? I will pick a book based on cover art.
So will I. But I got For the Wolf, which is also beautiful cover. Can't wait to read that.
I just went to the library because I'm poor. Ooh, I love that. I've been seeing that trending on Book Talk a lot. The Gods one.
Neither have I. I saw it for a bit when it came out. I think it came out in 2018 or 2019. 2019. But it's Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and like Mexican Gothic, one of her newest books, is one of my favorite books of all time.
Oh, really?
So I've just been trying to get all her backlist because I love her writing. I have The Beautiful Ones, which is her newest release that just came out a couple months ago, and my one friend Kayla has literally read it 6 times since it came out like 2 months ago because she's obsessed.
That's crazy.
So I need to get on it. Oh, we have another Rain fan. I love Rain. It's like the most least accurate historical drama, but it's the most fun.
Okay, what makes me mad, also I'm eating chocolate, what makes me mad is when they use current music in period dramas. That makes me so mad. Like,
the only time I liked it was in Bridgerton when they did the like string quartet versions of newer songs because it fit, but it was a familiar melody and it was beautiful. Yeah,
that was nice. Bridgerton was also really a nice spin on things, but I think Rain just didn't do it for me on the music. But the outfits, chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're not accurate, but they're nice.
They're pretty. They're gorgeous. They're like prom dresses.
Yeah, they're literally prom dresses.
But it's so fun. It's so fun. It's like I had a major phase of watching The Tudors. Yeah. And that was like, and when I realized Henry Cavill was in it, I lost my mind. I was like, baby Henry Cavill in The Tudors.
No, literally. I'm like, this show is like full of sin. And, you know, and he's just there. And I did not expect that.
It reminds me of when I was in high school, I was reading a lot of Philippa Gregory historical fiction novels, and she writes about mainly the Tudors and like the English monarchy. But she always writes a book from the point of view of one of the women in the court. And like she is actually a historian, so a lot of it is historically accurate. She obviously embellishes things and creates her. It's historical fiction, right? But
Mhm.
it's so fun. Like one of my favorites was, I think I read The Red Queen, but she's the one that like the other Boleyn girl is based off of one of her books.
Hmm.
It was a book first, and then the movie became super popular.
That's so great.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. We could do another 15-minute sprint since we're already at
We're
like
at
15
5,
minutes.
so yeah, let's.
I love whole numbers. Like
Me too.
when I like put the TV remote, it has to be in like an even number or a 5 over a 0. It's like annoying, right?
Like the volume in the car.
Yes, exactly.
So we're gonna go till 5.
Get ready, everyone. We're doing another sprint.
15 minutes. Let's see how it goes. See what people can get done. Okay, let's get started. It is 5 o'clock.
We did it.
We did it. How did you do this time?
I did good. I finally found the words to say. Sometimes I said it comes and go. So I kind of just re-edited what I wrote earlier and made it sound legible and actually like good writing. What about you?
I wrote another 450, I think.
Yay.
I'm at 938 words now written this session since we started.
Oh my gosh, I love that for you.
This is going so well. This was such a good idea.
This really was, especially since I didn't have any time for writing today, unless I was doing this. So it holds us accountable.
Exactly. And like, I've been avoiding this section for so long. I'm using like an outlining technique called, I don't know if you've heard it, called Save the Cat.
I have heard of it, but I don't remember what it entailed.
So it's like it's used for screenwriting. That's what it was created for. Sorry, I have to plug in my phone. It's dying. It's a screenwriting tool, but it's been adapted to outlining for novels, and it just is like they call it a beat sheet. So like it sections out according to like how many words it should be and like percentage wise of the entire thing that you're writing when certain events should be happening. So like when the inciting incident should happen, when the catalyst is there, when the theme should be originally stated, all that kind of stuff, where the midpoint should be, like to help you kind of like stay on track. It's my first time using it, and it's given me it was really easy to use when I outlined, so I really appreciated it. It worked really well, especially because I'm like alternating from points of view from my two main protagonists.
Yeah.
And I'm at the section that is supposed to be the catalyst, so it's the major inciting incident and stuff, and I've been avoiding it for so long because it's so intimidating to me, but I've just been like flying through it.
No, yeah, I think I saw that book actually at the bookstore, and I was thinking of getting it because it was like a popular thing, but I thought since it was like a playwright originally, I didn't think it would like pertain to us, but I'm glad that you said it was like good because I might actually consider buying it.
I don't own the book itself. I just Googled the beat sheet because
Oh, okay.
there's like a little graphic that's available online for you to use. I'd seen it because Shelby Mahurin, the author of Serpent and Dove, I follow her on Instagram, and her Instagram is just like so aesthetically pleasing, but she also does a bunch of Q&As and stuff on her stories. And she mentioned it, and I was like, ooh, this is something new. Let me look at it, see if it works better than what I was doing before, and it did.
I love that.
Oh, Stephanie wrote 416 words. Good job.
Congratulations. That's so good.
Fantastic. I'm so happy this is like people are being productive.
I know. I'm happy we're being productive.
You're doing good things though, because like especially with revising, it's different than drafting. It's a whole different process and a different level of what is considered to be like productive.
Yeah. If anything, I would argue this is kind of, first of all, I hate revising. Like, I sometimes like it, but the type that I'm doing is just so annoying because it's almost like I'm rewriting the book. And I'm like kind of annoyed about it, but I think it will be better in the long run. That's the thing about writing. It's not always happy, and that's okay because the final product will make you happy. And there will be parts that are like I was like smiling actually because I have one of my favorite scenes that I'm like editing right now. And I was just like, did I write that? But yeah. So that's nice.
It must be fun to like be going back and like seeing your writing that you don't necessarily remember writing specific parts, and you're just like, dang, that's good.
Is this your first book, by the way, that you've written, or have you written it before? Manuscript?
No, I've written before, but I've never finished a complete draft before. I have a problem, like again, ADHD brain, where like I come up with another idea and I'm like, oh, okay, let's start that, and I leave something to die in my Scrivener library.
Oh, I get that. Like I used to have so many unfinished manuscripts. When I tell you I hyper focused on this book for a month and a half, like I barely ate, I barely slept, but it wasn't like miserable. Like I was like happy doing it. And like towards like 3/4, I was about to put it down, even though like that's the furthest I've ever gone. But I was like, my mom told me that she would buy me an iPhone and also a new bed. So like I was like, okay, now there's incentives. So I'm gonna finish the book.
Love your mother being supportive and giving you like milestones.
Yeah, no.
Like, come on, do it.
I needed it because I had an Android because I had an iPhone in high school, but when I went to college, I broke it. So I had an Android, and my friends used to bully me so hard for an Android. So I was like, "Mom, I need an iPhone, please." And she was like, "Finish the book." And I was like, "Fine."
My like intro to an iPhone was I had a BlackBerry Curve in high school.
Oh,
Because it
really?
was the height of BlackBerries being the cooler phone.
Yeah.
I went to Warp Tour in 2011.
Wait, I didn't go to Warped Tour in 2011, but I went to Warped Tour twice.
I love Warp Tour. I went to Warp Tour in 2011, and we got stuck in a torrential downpour that like flooded the Molson Amphitheater, which is what it was called. It's like I guess the Rogers Stadium now in Toronto.
Mhm.
And it was so disgustingly wet in such a bad rainstorm that it soaked through the purse that I had, and it destroyed my phone, my iPod Touch that I had, and my digital camera.
That is so tragic. It literally just destroyed all your electronics. Those are money.
It was depressing. Thankfully, I saved the memory card that was in the camera, so I still had all my pictures from the day.
Okay.
But I like had to get a new phone, and I had to get a new iPod, so I was just like, I guess I'll get an iPhone now. I'd been avoiding it for like years.
No,
And I was like, I need an iPod, I need a phone, I may as well get one that's 2-in-1.
yeah.
At
the end of the day, it is convenient. Like, that's what I hate about it.
Right? It's like, this is depressing me how much I rely on this phone now.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
I didn't have a phone till college, and my mom just bought me an iPad in high school for communications.
Amazing.
Honestly, you probably didn't like your mom for that, but I feel like I can respect that. I don't think I would like my mom either. She did that, but I could respect that because you probably have a greater appreciation and hopefully like less dependency on it.
I got my first iPad last summer because I fell down the stairs and I destroyed my laptop.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I was fine. It's just another clumsiness. It was one of those moments where the clumsiness shone through, and I like slipped down the stairs, and I managed to like save the drink that I was holding. But my computer, it was an older MacBook, so it was heavier, and it just like I was holding it in one hand, and it just crashed on the ground, and the screen exploded, and it was done. It's still sitting in its case on my floor because I don't know what to do with it.
Oh my god, I'm starting to think you don't have a good luck with like electronics.
I don't. I really don't. I have to be so careful with them. Like I've got so many protectors and screen protectors and like everything on them now because I'm just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'm super clumsy too. I used to have it really bad. There would not be like an hour where I didn't hit something, whether it was like my knee or like my arm or something, like hard. My mom was just used to me saying like ow. And I think I grew out of it kind of somehow. I don't know.
Becoming a bit more I don't even know what the term is, the opposite of clumsy.
Spatially aware maybe.
That's definitely what I meant. I also bruise like a peach, so like I'm constantly covered in bruises because I walk into malls and I like stub my toes on my like coffee table all the time, and
no,
I'll walk into a wall or a doorway and my boyfriend Tyler, who I live with, will just be like, "You did it again, didn't you?" I'm like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. Totally made it through the doorway. That's been there for 2 years. Yeah, I'm fine."
No, the denial is so relatable. I do that too.
It's like, it's not that bad. It's fine. I'll live.
No, for real. Oh my gosh, I love that we're doing this. I really do. Because I just needed some time to sit down and get the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be really productive this week on writing too because I'm off of work this week. So I just kind of want to like get that settled because I want to start writing blog posts again because I have not touched that for like months. So I had a question. How do you keep all your social media organized? I've never seen someone on so many apps have everything put together. How?
Normally I wasn't that huge into apps. Like it took a while for me to get into like social media and stuff. It usually was just like plain, like just for my family and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I started with my YouTube channel actually. Like I started my YouTube channel before I started anything else. Back in September of 2018, I started my YouTube channel. And then I started using things like Twitter and my Instagram to post about the videos that I was posting. And then it just became a thing. Like I ended up on book Twitter like 2 years ago, and I've just been living there for it's like where I spent so much of my time. And
I love that.
that's how I found Book Talk, like actually, and like started actually on TikTok was at the beginning of the pandemic last year, like
Yeah.
many people were. And it just became like so many new different ways to talk about books, which is just my favorite thing to do. So, and like so many more people to talk about books with, because like I'm a very like not introverted really. I'm kind of like in between introverted and extroverted, like kind of ambivert kind of thing. But like in person, I don't leave my house very often.
No, I feel that. I think I'm like an ambivert, but like it kind of depends on the type of year because I'm still in school. Like during school, I'm a complete extrovert. But when I'm home, like in the summer, like I have a couple of friends that live in Massachusetts or not too far. I kid you not, I do not see anyone during the summer because I just like need literally 3 months to recharge.
Yeah.
So I like don't like talking to people. Even during school, like I'm not super extroverted all the time, but
Like I take my cue from other people, so like I've learned about how to work it a little bit better. Like my Instagram is still probably the one I'm least like on as often. I use it mostly for stories to update when I finish a book because I like to have a highlight of all the books that I've read each year with like a tiny little mini review and my rating. That I've been really into this year. I'm not really great at taking book photos yet, so like I don't use it for the aesthetics of taking the pictures. It's just to keep track of that.
yeah.
And then Twitter is where I just like shit talk about books and like scream about books, and that's where I get like my most of my updates from like authors and publishing houses and stuff. That's where I follow them, and then like I take my cue from my friends that I've met there. But like my friends in real life are always friends from school, and like I feel like it's just separate to my like book friends.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, both Tyler and I are very like we're homebodies. Like he's
Love introverts
stuff, and then he builds like models and stuff like that, and then like I'm here with my library.
That's like honestly my dream relationship. Like I'm like waiting to meet. Where did you meet your boyfriend? Because I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna meet my future spouse because it seems impossible.
We met 6 years ago, and we actually met on Tinder. Like we were just like talking about like TV shows and stuff. I was at the height of my Doctor Who hyperfixation, and so I'd invited him over to watch Doctor Who.
If someone can keep up with the hyperfixation or like a obsession of anything, that's a keeper for life.
They're keeper. Really? Yes, that's a good sign. That's the best sign. It's absolutely. And, like he gets it because he's a huge like I'm huge. I'm very into Harry Potter. I'm very into like right now just like anything book related, but like show wise, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.
I love that.
Tyler is really into he's a huge Star Wars fan, so like we've kind of swapped hyperfixations and learned about each other's things, so we just go back and forth.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so like and then like I'm like huge into I'm very into like nostalgic kind of things for me, so like my Disney movies from when I was little.
Yeah.
And like that kind of thing. So like last night our like ideal anniversary night was we watched two of our newest the newest Disney movies that we hadn't seen yet. We watched Raya and the Last Dragon and Luca. And then we played Mario Golf for like 2 hours. So we like combined my thing with his thing, and we had a really great night. It was just worked out really well.
I love that for you. That was really wholesome.
He also got me a Cloud9 Superstore mug.
That's so pretty.
Sandra.
Iconic.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we're coming up to 5:15. Do you want to try and do like a little bit of a longer sprint, or you want to stick with the 15 minutes?
We could do a longer one.
Do you want to go up to like 30? Is that too far, or?
No, I think 30 would be good because honestly, the 15 feels like 5, like literally 5 minutes. So,
does anybody else have any ideas of what they want to do? Any input? Uh-oh, we lost Ayanna. What just happened? Well, oh, there she is. She's back. Okay, come here.
Help out.
There you go. You're back. I was like, where'd she go?
Hi, I kicked myself out by accident.
Okay, we're at Stephanie. Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So we'll go until 5:45. Let me make a new little banner.
I'm excited.
Me too. I might be able to get in my Nanowrimo words. Like, I might be able to finish my words in the sprint if it's 30 minutes. And then
That'd
I'm
be
just
good.
going over and giving ahead.
There's like a train outside my house. I'm so sorry.
I just heard it. It sounded so like nostalgic to me. I used to live right next to a train.
Really? Yeah, I did when I was younger, and I just moved into this new place. This train is amazing because it literally takes me straight to Boston,
Amazing.
and it's right outside my house. So like some days I'm like I could just hop it. I feel like I'm hopping a freight train where I'm fully paying the card.
Amazing. Okay, let's go till 5:45 or whatever 45 is.
Okay. Good luck, everybody.
It's 5:45.
Hello.
Oh, do you know what's static?
Do I sound staticky?
A little bit. Yeah.
You sound staticky too. Hold on.
Okay.
Does it sound better?
Oh, I'm not sure where that is, but how did everybody get along?
I got 700 words done, so it's good.
Yay, good job. Let me see. I'm just using math because I'm weak when it comes to mental math. 873 words.
Yay, that's so good. How much did I really work today?
That was super fun. I'm still not quite at the end of the scene, but it was going to be a long one. I made some progress, obviously. I passed my 1,667 for the time. That's usually over my goal.
That's good. Yeah, I think I'm almost done with this chapter, so
I didn't quite hear that. Excuse me, the static is back. I didn't quite make that out.
wait, let me try to join from my phone.
Okay. Anybody else in the chat want to share how far they got along or if they got anything done during that sprint? Oh, I saw Stephanie had to leave. Oh man, I missed it. I didn't get to say goodbye.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm joining from my phone.
Okay.
Okay. Is it working?
Oh, it's just kind of. I'm trying to invite you in, but it's not letting me.
I think it worked.
There we go.
Hello.
I think it worked. Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
You are.
I think it's your Wi-Fi because you sound kind of grainy, but mine's not really.
happened?
Me neither. I
Oh,
think it's
geez.
good now.
I think we're
Okay, it's
okay.
good. Oh my gosh, that was so stressful.
It was incredibly stressful.
Well, we're
Okay.
back.
Anyway, where were we? For the
Morgan said that she didn't get much done, but she worked on some ideas for her Shakespearean experience. Shakespearean series.
amazing.
Shakespeare.
Love that. Love that. And how far did you end up getting? Because I think the static I couldn't quite hear.
Oh yeah, I did 700 words and I almost finished the chapter, but I was so annoying because I was doing some like like not filler, but like the movement. There wasn't a lot of dialogue at the piece that I was doing, so I didn't like it. But
Oh,
I love I like when there's dialogue.
yeah, absolutely. Dialogue's fun. Dialogue, you get to be kind of like creative and you get to write from different perspectives and write from different uh, like angles and stuff like that. You get to take on other people's perspectives and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Exactly. I can't. I was just thinking this randomly, but I remember I saw on TikTok yesterday this author like a writer likes writing the conflict and tension scenes, and I was like, those are my favorite scenes. Like, I can't wait to write my YA book and start killing people. Like, like I'm doing a contemporary right now since like nobody's dying, but at least not like for real.
I think that's why I've been having such a good time with this chapter because like it's time for the ghost because Hamlet has to have the ghost, right? So like super tense and super dramatic, and it's just so much fun.
I love that.
It's
great.
great.
But yeah, I don't really know. I think I might honestly, if we start writing again, I might start fan fiction because I want to do something fun.
Amazing. You wanted me to go for like how long did you want to sprint for today? Like how long do you want to stream for?
Honestly, it has been 2 hours, so maybe that's a lot.
Maybe
I
like
don't know. I can do more if you want to, or we can finish here. It's up to you. What do you think? Oh, it's like really sticky.
Yeah, it came back again. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but maybe
It's like raining near me.
Sorry.
Oh, it's raining near me. Maybe that's like affecting my Wi-Fi. Like there's like a big thunderstorm.
Oh, maybe. It's been kind of on and off here, and again, like I said, the whole like internet's been a struggle, so I'm not for sure what's going on. But I am on my data now, so it should get better.
Hopefully.
Do we maybe want to try one more sprint where we're on mute so the static isn't like a problem?
Yeah, we can do another sprint. Let's do that because we're gonna be muted anyways. So
yeah.
How long do you want to do for this one?
How about we start it now and go until like 6:30, so like 35 minutes, just over 30
Yeah,
minutes.
let's do that. Yeah.
Sound good? One more time?
Ooh, we're doing another one. Okay.
Okay. Let's make this a good one.
Yes.
End off this stream with a on a high note. Okay.
All right.
Got the little banner. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. think we went a little bit over time.
Oops.
So good think about that. How'd you do?
It went well. Let me see how many words I got. I got 800. How about you?
Good job. I got. I'm not sure how many I got. I think it was like 1,200 or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm at 2,908 words.
That's good.
I'm almost done this scene. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I actually finished the chapter. I didn't finish, like advising, but I finished the chapter. Yeah.
Amazing. How did everybody else do? This went so well. Such a good last sprint.
I know. It's so good.
I definitely want to do this again, like sometime soon, because this was such a good motivator.
Yeah, I'm like fairly free in the afternoon, so whatever's good with you.
We can figure something out for sure, because I definitely want to do this again. I'm supposed to go back to work on the 21st, and like, I want to get as much done as I can before then.
Yeah. No, for sure. I want to hear other people's side.
Sorry?
Oh, I said I want to hear other people's side. Sorry, it's like so static.
I know what's wrong with the static. I don't know what's going on.
At least like the first like 3/4 was good of the video, so.
We were bound to have some type of technical difficulties on our first stream.
Oh yeah, but I think we did pretty good. Right?
I think it was really good anyway. So Morgan did some more plotting. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's better now. Nope. I think my end is really bad. Every time I talk, it just gets worse.
Oh no. Oh, it's okay. We still had a great time. Everyone got some stuff done, which was the goal anyway.
Congratulations, Morgan.
Yeah.
How about you?
Awesome. Well, I think that is it. But unless there's something else you wanted to chat about.
No. Is there anything that you want to chat about? I cannot speak English.
I feel like if the connection is better, I'd want to go a little bit further and talk about it a bit more, but I think it's just getting distracting at this point.
No, yeah, it's really yeah. But this is so much fun. We should definitely do this in the future. I love making fellow writer book friends, you know.
Absolutely.
You guys should definitely check out her YouTube and TikTok. I love both of them. Even her Instagram. Emma's Instagram is kind of nice. So.
Oh, thank you so much. I've got all of your links down in the description of this video anyway, and it's going to be staying up on my channel when it's done. So everybody needs to follow you. Like your auditor and your fashion and your writing tips are just like top tiers. So.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna tell you this, but I was gonna make I have a pen pal, so I was gonna do that for her soon.
Amazing! It's awesome. I'd like 100% do it.
Oh, thanks, Morgan.
Oh, thanks, Morgan. That's so sweet. Thank you guys so much for coming to this stream. I'm so excited. We actually had some people join, and like I have a little group getting some stuff done. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for having me here.
I think that. Oh, absolutely! Like anytime. It was so much fun. Thanks for joining me for my first ever writing sprints. My first stream on YouTube. This is a very momentous occasion. I'm definitely gonna do it again.
Yay!
But anyway, I think I will end it now. But again, thanks so much for everyone for coming. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.